Good morning to my American, Australian, European, Indian, and the students all over the world. Please watch this video till the end, subscribe me, and press the bell icon. Today we are going to do the competitive questions for IIT JEE of subject physics of motion in a straight line, motion under gravity, the questions related to gravity. So I proceed to the first question. So the first question is, a ball is thrown upward with a velocity of is thrown up with a velocity in from a tower upwards. It comes back to the ground in 5 seconds. Find the velocity when it strikes the ground and also the height of the tower. So this is our question. So there is a ball which is thrown upward with a velocity, and the velocity is 20 meters per second from a tower upward. It comes back to the ground in 5 seconds. Find the velocity when it strikes the ground and also the height of the tower. So the initial velocity u is 20 meters per second. Since the ball is coming down, so it is moving opposite to the height, so the distance here is taken as minus h, and the gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. So what will be the distance? So distance s is equal to ut plus half gt square. So the time here is 5 seconds. So substituting this value in this equation, minus h is equal to 20 into 5 plus half into 9.8 into 5 into 5. So it becomes 4.9. So here I'm rubbing the board on the top. So now solving this equation, minus h is equal to 100, and this becomes, since it is moving in the upward direction, so it is 100, and it will be minus 9.8, so it will be minus, and 4.9 into 5 into 5. So here it is 100 minus Here it simplifies. This is 10, so it becomes 2. So this is 49 into 5. So 5 nines are 45. So 20, 24, 24 to 45 by 2. So h is equal to, this is 200 minus 45 to 45. So it is coming out to be minus 45 by 2. So it is 22.5 minus 22.5. So it is equal to 22.5 meters. So this is our answer. So we are going to understand this question once more. There is a ball which is being thrown from the top of tower, and after covering its maximum height, it comes down to the ground. So now in this question, the initial velocity is given as 20 meter per second, and since the ball is coming down, it is moving opposite to the height, so we are taking minus h as the distance that is being moved by the ball. So s is equal to minus h here. Gravity is taken as minus 9.8 since it is moving in the upward direction opposite to the direction of the gravity. So now putting it in the equation, second equation of motion, s is equal to ut plus half gt square. So it becomes minus h is equal to 20 into 5. 5 is the total time taken by the ball to reach the ground. So plus half into minus 9.8 into 5 into 5. Simplifying this, it is coming out to be 45 by 2. So it becomes 22.5 meters. So this is the height at the tower. Now we are approaching to the second part of this question. The second part is the final velocity that is being achieved by the ball when it strikes the ground. So the final velocity here, v is equal to u plus gt. So here we have to find the final velocity. The initial velocity is 20 in the upward direction plus 9.8 into 5. So this is coming out to be this 2, so it becomes 49. So so it is coming out to be, and this will be minus 9.8 since it is moving in upward direction. So it becomes 20 minus 49. So it becomes minus 29 meter per second. Since the velocity is in the upward direction, this shows that it is moving opposite. Initially it was moving in the opposite direction. So this is our answer. So we have used the first equation of motion, v is equal to u plus gt. So v is equal to 20, that is the initial velocity, and since it is being thrown upward, so it is in the opposite direction of gravity, so it is minus 9.8 into 5. 5 is the total time taken by the body to reach the ground. So it is 20 minus 29, 49 is becoming minus 29 meter per second. So 29 meter per second, this is our final velocity. This is our answer. So now we are approaching to the next question. So next question is, there is ground and there is a roof. So a ball is being thrown upward with a velocity of 20 meter per second, and it reaches the roof, and at the same time from the roof a ball is being dropped from rest and it reaches to the ground. We have to find the place where they meet and where they pass together. So here the gravity taken is minus 9, and gravity taken is 9.8 meter per second square. The initial velocity, that is 20 meter per second. So suppose the top wall from the roof covers the distance x. After that it meets the second ball, and the total distance, that is 100 meters. So it is 100 minus x is the remaining distance. So we are using the second equation of motion, as is equal to ut plus half gt square. So here the distance is x, and since the ball is drawn from rest, dropped from rest, so it becomes 0 plus half into gt square, since it is moving in the downward direction. So this is the first equation. And similarly 100 minus x is equal to ut minus half gt square, and it is moving in the upward direction. We are adding the two equations, so we get 100 is equal to ut. Now we are finding the initial velocity u, since it is not given. We are using in the equation of motion v square equal to u square plus 2gh. So it is 20 square is equal to u square plus 2 into, and it is 9.8 and into 100. So this is u square. So and the final velocity is 0. So it is 0 square. So u square is equal to 2 into 9.8 into 100. So after simplification, it is coming out to be 2 into 7 into 3.2. So now I'm rubbing from here and substituting this in the, this is the third equation, substituting this value of u in the third equation. So it is 100 is equal to ut. So 100 is equal to, so 100, and this is divided, so it is 2 into 7 into 3.2, and this is equal to t. T is the time that we have to calculate. So it is coming out to be, so now we have to simplify this. So it is coming out to be 2.23 seconds. Now substituting this value in the first equation, x is equal to half gt square. So here x is equal to half into 9.8 into 2.3 into 2.3, that is coming out to be 25 meters after simplification. So distance from the ground, that is 100 minus x, so it becomes 100 minus 25, that is 75 meters. So this is our answer. So I think you all might have understood this question. There is a ball which is being thrown from a roof to the ground. At the same time, a ball is thrown with a velocity of 20 meters per second in the upward direction, and the distance between the roof and the ground is 100 meters. So we have to find when will they meet, or when they pass from each other. So suppose at a distance x from the upper body from the roof, they meet. So we use the equation s is equal to ut plus half gt square. So we are finding the distances for both the balls, and we are finding the final equation after adding becomes 100 is equal to ut. So we are finding the initial velocity u with the equation, third equation of motion, which is coming out to be uh, 2 into 7 into 3.2. So we are finding time from the third equation. 100 is equal to ut. Time is coming out to be 2.23 seconds. So we are substituting this value in the first equation to find the distance. So x is equal to half gt square. So it becomes half into 9.8, the acceleration due to gravity into 2.23, that is the initial velocity, square of that. So after simplification, it is coming out to be 25 meters. So our answer from the ground, they will meet at 100 minus x distance, that is 100 minus 25, that is 75 meters. So this is our answer. So I think you all might have understood this question. So please watch this video till the end, subscribe me and press the bell icon. Thank you.